Welcome student to my YouTube channel Bharat Chem Study. Today we are going to study about chapter coordination compound for plus 2 class. In this video part 1 we are going to study about the introduction of coordination compound and rules for finding oxidation state of central metal atom, ligands, their type and some important definitions. So let's start with the topics. Coordination compounds, a compound formed by the combination of two or more stable molecules and which retain its identity in solid as well as in solutions is called coordination compound. In coordination compounds, the central metal ion is surrounded by a large number of oppositely charged ions more than its normal valency. A coordination compound consists of a square bracket containing a d-block element and some molecules or ions in the bracket. As coordination compound can be represented by bracket in which a d-block element or metal is present and along with a neutral molecule or some negative charge ions are present within the square bracket like this. A coordination compound may contain a metal in front of the bracket like this or may contain a negative radical at the back of the bracket like this. So this is the way that how we can identify the given compound is a coordination or not. That coordination compound is represented within square brackets. It may contain some metal atom outside the bracket or it may contain some negative radical outside at the back of the bracket. In coordination compound, the central metal atom is attached with the ions or molecules by the coordinate bonds. Hence, it is called coordination compounds. So in compound coordination compound इसलिए कहते हैं because इस compound में जो molecules और ion square bracket के अंदर होते हैं वो central metal atom के साथ coordinate bond बनाते हैं. That's why इनको coordination compound कहा जाता है. The difference between double salts and coordination compounds. Double salts are normally formed from two salts mixed in equimolar proportion from their solutions, whereas coordination compounds, the simple salts may or may not be mixed in equimolar proportion. Double salts exist in solid state but lose their identity in aqueous solutions because on dissolving in water they get split into ions, whereas coordination compound retain their identity in solid as well as in aqueous solutions. Third point, the constituents of double salts are ionic in nature, that means they contain ionic bonds, whereas in coordination compounds the complex part species, that is which is present within the bracket, are linked with the other atoms or ions with the coordinate bonds, that means they are consist of coordinate bonds. Fourth point, the properties of the double salts are similar to their constituents, whereas the properties of coordination compounds are different from their constituents. Fifth point, in double salts metals show their normal valencies, but in coordination compounds metal atoms show variable valencies. Example of double salt is ferrous ammonium salt, also called Mohr salt or your potash alum. And the example of coordination compound is ethylene diamine platinum, represented within square brackets PTEN twice. So this is the difference between double salt and coordination compounds. A coordination compound contains a central metal ion which is mainly a transition element and is surrounded by a number of negatively charged ions or some neutral molecules which we call ligands. So this is the way how the coordination compound is represented. The coordination compound is represented like this. It consists of bracket and in the bracket metal atom is present which is generally transition element and neutral molecules or negatively charged ions are present within the square bracket and some molecules or ions are present outside the bracket either at the back or in the front. The bracket part in the coordination compound is called coordination complex ion, or it is also a non-ionizable part in brackets. It is also called coordination sphere, whereas the part which is outside the bracket is called ionizable part, because on dissolving this complex in water the bracket part remain as such, whereas the part which is outside the bracket will get separated as ion in the aqueous solution. The transition metal atom which is present in the bracket is called central metal ion and the molecules or ions present in the bracket along with the central metal ion are called ligands. Here ammonia, which is a neutral ligand, whereas Cl is a negative ligand. Coordination number. The number of ligands attached to the central metal ion in the square bracket is called its coordination number. For example, in this complex CONH3Cl3 bracket SO4, there are 3 ammonia and 3 chlorine are present along with the central metal ion. Therefore, the coordination number of this complex is taken as 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Because here 3 chlorine and 3 ammonia are present within the bracket along with central metal ion. We will not count the atom or molecule or ion present outside the bracket. Only the molecules or ions present within the bracket are called ligand, and depending upon how many molecules or ions are present totally are called its coordination number. Ligands. The neutral molecules or ions attached to the central metal ion in the square bracket are called ligands. For example, in this complex CONH3Cl3SO4, here ammonia and chlorine are ligands, but sulfate is not a ligand because it is present outside the bracket. Ligand contains atoms which are containing lone pair of electrons and donate lone pair of electron to the central metal ion to form coordinate bonds. They may contain one or more than one donor atom. Depending upon the number of donor atoms which molecule or ions donate to the central atom, they are further classified as unidentate or monodentate ligands. The ligands which can coordinate to the central metal ion or which can donate only one lone pair of electron to the central metal ion and contain one donor atoms are called unidentates or monodentate ligands. For example, NH3 ammonia contain one lone pair and donate one lone pair to the central atom. Therefore, it has only one donor atom. In water, oxygen contains two lone pair, but oxygen can donate only one lone pair. Therefore, in water, oxygen is at one donor atom. In Cl negative ion, there are 4 lone pair of electrons, but chlorine can donate only one lone pair. Therefore, it is also monodentate ligand. In cyanide ion, carbon contains one lone pair. Therefore, carbon is the donor atom in case of cyanide, and therefore it is also unidentate. Similarly, OH negative ion is also unidentate or monodentate ligand. Bidentate or didentate ligands. The ligands which can coordinate to the central metal ion through two donor atoms are called bidentate or didentate ligands. For example, oxalate ion represented as C2O4, 2 negative charge. Ethane 1,2-diamine also represented as En. Glycinato ion also represented as GLY, etc. are bidentate ligand. The oxalate ion has the formula C2O4, 2 negative and can be represented like this: COO negative bond CO negative. Here two oxygen have negative charge and each oxygen in this case will donate a pair of electrons. So there are two donor atoms in this molecule, therefore it is called bidentate ligands. Oxalate ions can also be represented as OX. Ethylene diamine has the formula CH2NH2 bond CH2NH2. Here two nitrogen atoms can donate electron pairs, therefore it is also bidentate ligand. Similarly, glycinato ions also contain two donor atoms, so therefore it is also bidentate ligands. Tridentate ligands coordinate the central metal ion through three donor atoms. For example, diethylene triamine. Similarly, tetradentate ligand coordinate to the central atom through four donor atoms. Therefore, they are called tetradentate ligands. The example of tetradentate ligand is triethylene tetraamine. Pentadentate ligands coordinate through 5 donor atoms. That means there are 5 donor atoms in pentadentate ligands and they form 5 coordinate bonds with the central atom. The example of pentadentate ligand is ethylene diamine triacetate ion. Hexadentate ligands coordinate to the central atom through 6 donor atoms. That means they form 6 coordinate bonds to the central atom. The example of hexadentate ligand is ethylene diamine tetraacetate ions represented by EDTA. Note: the ligands having 2 or more donor atoms are called polydentate ligands. Chelating ligands and chelates. When a polydentate ligand, that means which contain 2 or more donor atoms, is attached to the central metal ion by 2 or more donor atoms forming a ring type structure, such ligands are called chelating ligands, and the complex containing chelating ligand is called chelate. For example, in this complex PTEnCl2, ethylene diamine is a chelating ligand because when it donates its lone pair of electron to platinum, a ring type structure is formed. So here, in this case, ethylene diamine, both the nitrogen atom get attached with the platinum through two donor atoms. As a result, a ring is formed between ethylene diamine and platinum. That's why ethylene diamine is called chelating ligand. And because this complex contains a chelating ligand, therefore this complex is also called a chelate. Chelating effect. It has been found that the complex which contains chelating ligand is extra stable as compared to the complex which do not contain a chelating ligand. So this increase in the stability of a complex due to presence of chelating ligand in it is called chelating effect, and such complexes are found to be more stable than complexes with normal ligands. For example, PTEnCl2 is more stable than PTNH3Cl3 due to the presence of chelating ligand, because PTEnCl2 contains chelating ligand ethylene diamine. Therefore, it forms a ring type structure, and due to presence of ring type structure, it has more stability. Whereas PTNH3Cl3 do not contain any chelating ligand, therefore it is less stable than the PTEnCl2. Evident ligands. The ligands which have two or more donor atoms but only one atom can donate a lone pair of electrons at a time are called evident ligands. For example, in CN-active ion, both carbon and nitrogen can donate a lone pair of electrons, but only one atom can donate electron pair at a time. If carbon donates the lone pair of electrons, then it is called cyanide ion, whereas if nitrogen donates an electron pair to the central atom, then it is called isocyanide. Similarly, in SCN, if sulfur form bond with the central atom, it is called thiocyanide, and if nitrogen form bond with the central metal atom, then it is called isothiocyanide. One more example is that NO2 negative, if nitrogen donate a lone pair of electron or form bond with the central metal atom, then it is called nitro. Whereas if the oxygen form coordinate bond or donate a pair of electrons to the central metal atom, then it is called nitrito, represented as ONO. Now a table which is having the types of ligand, their names and charge. First one, cyanide ion, having the formula Cn, and charge over cyanide is -1. But when it is present in the square bracket, inside the square bracket, its name will be written as cyano. Second point, chloride or bromide, represented by Cl or Br, both are having charge -1 each, and when they are present within the bracket, their name is written as chloro or bromo. Now these days, instead of chloro and bromo, chlorido or bromido word is also used, and in case of cyanide, the word nitrile C is also used. Third point, fluoride or iodide, having the symbol F and I, both are having charge -1, and their name will be written as fluoro or ido. In these days, instead of fluoro, fluorido is also written, and instead of ido, iodido is also written. Fourth, hydride ion, having symbol H-1, charge -1, and when it is present within the bracket, its name is written as hydrido. Nitro, formula NO2, having charge -1, and its name is written as nitro as a ligand. Sixth point, nitrite ion, having the formula ONO, and donor atom is oxygen, having the charge -1, and its name as a ligand is written as nitrito. Hydroxide ion, having the formula OH negative ion, donor atom is oxygen, charge is -1, and its name as a ligand is written as hydroxo. Next, amide ion, having the formula NH2, here nitrogen is the donor atom and it's having the charge -1, and its name as a ligand is written as amido. Ninth, thiocyanate ion, having the formula SCN, here S is the donor atom and it is having the charge -1, and its name as a ligand is written as thiocyanato. Isothiocyanate ion, having the formula NCS, here nitrogen is the donor atom and the charge over it is -1, and its name as a ligand is written as isothiocyanato. Next one is acetate ion, abbreviation used is AC. Formula is CH3COO negative, having the charge -1, and its name as a ligand is written as acetato. Next is oxide ion, having the formula O2 negative charge, and its name as a ligand is written as oxo. Next is peroxide ion, having the formula O2 having charge -2, and its name as a ligand is written as peroxo. Next is sulfide ion, having the formula S-2 negative charge, and its name as a ligand is written as sulfido. Sulfide ion, having the formula SO3 -2 charge, and its name as a ligand is written as sulfito. Sulfate ion, having the formula SO4 2 negative charge over it, and its name as a ligand. That means when it is present within the bracket, inside the bracket, its name will be written as sulfito. But if it is present outside the bracket, its name remains sulfate only. Thiosulfate ion, S2O3, having the charge -2, and its name as a ligand is written as thiosulfato. Next is carbonate ion, having the formula CO3 and charge -2, and its name as a ligand is written as carbonato. Imide ion, having the formula NH2 and charge -2, and its name as a ligand is written as imido. Oxalate ion, abbreviation is OX, having the formula C2O4 and charge over it is -2, and its name as a ligand is written as oxalato. Acetyl acetonate, abbreviation ACAC, charge over it is -1, and its name as a ligand is written as acetyl acetonato. Glycinate ion, having the formula NH2CH2COO negative, and charge over it is -1, and its name as a ligand is written as glycinato. Perchloride, having the formula ClO4 -1 charge, and its name as a ligand is written as perchlorate. Next is ethylene diamine tetraacetate ion, and abbreviation used for it is EDTA. We are not using the formula because its formula is too large, so that's why abbreviation is used for it, and it has charge -4, and its name as a ligand is written as ethylene diamine tetraacetate. Ammonia, formula NH3, and it is neutral, having charge 0, and its name is written as amine. So always remember, for ammonia only AMMIN is written, whereas whenever in other names amine is coming, only single M can be represented. Double M in case of amine is only for ammonia. Next is water, having the formula H2O charge 0, and its name as a ligand is written as aqua. Nitric oxide, symbol NO charge 0, and its name as a ligand is written as nitrosyl. Carbon monoxide, having the formula CO charge 0, and its name as a ligand is written as carbonyl. Thiocarbonyl, having the formula CS charge 0, and its name as a ligand is written as thiocarbonyl. Phosphine, having the formula PH3, or its abbreviation is PY, charge is 0, and its name is written as phosphine. Triphenyl phosphine, it can be represented as PPH3 or C6H5 thrice P. Its charge is 0, and its name as a ligand is written as triphenyl phosphine. Thiourea, abbreviation is TU, formula NH2CSNH2, charge is 0, and its name is written as thiourea. Pyridine, abbreviation PY, formula C6H5N, charge 0, and its name as a ligand is written as pyridine. Ethylene diamine, abbreviation EN, formula CH2NH2 or CH2NH2. Most of the time its abbreviation is used. Its charge is 0, and its name is written as ethylene diamine. These days, instead of this name, ethane 1,2-diamine name is used. Cyclopentadienyl ion, having the formula C5H5 charge -1, and its name as a ligand is written as cyclopentadienyl. So these are some important molecules or radicals. So please learn this table, their symbols, so that we can identify them. their charges so that we can find out their correct oxidation state and also learn their name when they act as a ligand or they are present inside the bracket. Now calculation of oxidation number of metal ion, the coordination complex. The oxidation number of the central metal ion is the net charge which it is expected to carry when all the ligand attached to it is removed. To calculate the oxidation number on the metal ion, we should note the charge of the complex, contribution of each ligand or molecule attached in the coordination compound. For example, in K3FeCN6, in these complexes we always have to find the oxidation number of only central metal ion, that is a D block element. So in this complex, let's take the charge over iron X. The charge on cyanide ion is -1, we know that from its table, and the charge on potassium is +1. Since the complex here is neutral, therefore charge over the complex is 0. That means the sum of all the charges on each ligand and the metal ion must be equal to the charge of the complex, that is 0. Therefore, number of potassium atom is 3, so we multiply 3 with the charge of potassium plus the charge over iron plus 6 cyanide multiplied by charge over each cyanide must be equal to 0, and by this method we can find out the value of X as that X is coming as +3. That means in this complex the iron is having oxidation state of +3. Let's do more examples. For a complex ion, that is bracket path with charge over it, the sum of all the charges on the ligands and the metal ions should be equal to the charge on the complex ion. For example, in AgCN2 having charge -1, let the charge on the silver is X. We know that charge on cyanide ion is -1. Since the complex ion has total bracket is having -1 charge over it, that means the sum of all the charges of ligands as well as metal ion must be equal to the charge of the complex. That means the total charge over all the metal atoms or ligand must be equal to -1. Therefore, we can say X for silver plus there are 2 cyanides, so we multiply 2 with the charge over the cyanide, that is -1, must be equal to the charge over the complex, which is -1 in this case. So from this we can calculate the value of X, which is come as +1. That means in this coordination complex, silver is having oxidation state of +1. The method is same as we have studied in our +1 standard, so it will not be too difficult for you, but only charge we have to remember. One more example, in this complex, the sum of all the charges of all the atom must be equal to the charge on the complex, that is 0 in this case, because this complex is neutral, it is not having any charge over it. Let the charge over the platinum will be taken as X. The charge on bromine we know that is -1. The charge over chlorine is also we know that -1. The charge over NO2 is -1, and in case of ammonia it is neutral, that it means not having charge. And the charge over potassium we also have studied that one. Potassium is always have +1 charge. Since the complex as a whole is neutral, that charge over it is 0. Therefore, the sum of charges of all the ligands and ions or metal ions in this complex should be equal to the charge of the complex, that it should must equal to 0. Therefore, 1 for potassium, we multiply the number of potassium with the charge over potassium plus X for platinum plus 1 into 1 for bromine, and charge over bromine is -1 plus chlorine is 1. So we multiply number of chlorine with the charge over chlorine, that is 1 into -1 plus here NO2 negative ion 1, it's having charge -1, so we multiply by the number of NO2 by the charge over NO2, that is 1 into -1 for NO2 plus here ammonia is having no charge, so we multiply 1 the number of ammonia, that is 1 by 0, and sum of all these charges must be equal to the charge over the complex, that is should be equal to 0. And from this formula we can easily calculate the value of X as the X minus 2 is come to be 0, therefore X is equal to 2. That means in this complex platinum is having oxidation state of +2. So by seeing these examples and with the previous knowledge of +1, we are easily able to find out the oxidation states of various central metal atom, or find the oxidation state of the central metal ion in the following complexes. These oxidation state you have to find yourself for the practice. I am providing the answer here so that after calculation you can check the correct answers. So in first case, the oxidation state of chromium is coming to be positive 3. In second case, the oxidation state of platinum is coming positive 4. In third, the oxidation state of nickel is coming positive 2. In fourth, the oxidation state of platinum is coming positive 2. And in fifth case, the oxidation state of chromium is coming positive 3. So after doing the practice and comparing it with the correct answer, you will be able to understand that how the oxidation state of the central atom can be calculated, and it's very important for writing the name of a coordination complexes that we should correctly find out the oxidation state of the central metal ion in the coordination complex. Study the definitions, symbols, charges and name of the ligands and practice the method to find oxidation state as discussed in this video. In next video we will study nomenclature of coordination compounds, that is the method of naming coordination compounds. Please like and subscribe the channel for the latest update. Thank you.